Skinz League Basketball Players Revolution Sports. Rev Media PR TV. It's underway here.
That game was fun, and it was fun talking to Jeremy Evans.
Jeremy Evans has had more than a cup of coffee in the NBA. He was a highly regarded draft pick by the Utah Jazz. Is one of those, boy, just
that totally explains
supreme athleticism.
Flying.
Well, he's a supremely athletic guy. He's long. Obviously, you can see what he can do in terms of his ability to get off the floor quick, and he's a crazy good dunker. Was a defensive guy, a guy that gets you 1 or 2 blocks a game, or has that kind of capability just because of his athleticism. But yeah, that was a treat. What it made sense when he said Jeremy Evans. And, yeah, it all kind of clicked.
I love the look on your face like, wait a minute, you're the Jerry Evans.
Well, yeah, Jeremy Evans. Yeah, he played with the Mavericks.
Nice stuff. You never know who you're going to see out here. And, again, it makes the play of Jumpman even much more impressive. They held their own. They got nothing to hang their head about. They played a great game. So what do we got here?
I have no idea.
I love the honesty.
Don't know the names of the teams.
I think it's Space Jam of some sort.
Space Jam of some sort?
Yeah, check out the...
That's not a real thing.
Well, look at their logo.
Will you click that mic on for me so we have a little ambiance?
Ambiance, a little atmosphere. Well, I gave Jeremy one of our new E-Score T-shirts, the blue, the special edition blue that we rolled out for the Back the Blue event, and so he should wear it proudly when he heads to, is he in Milwaukee?
Yeah, he's going to work out in Milwaukee. Opportunity there. Boy, I think he'd be a good piece to what is a very young and good and athletic up-and-coming Milwaukee Bucks team.
So talk to me about a Jeremy Evans versus Nerlens Noel. I know you've gone back and forth. You're not huge on giving him the big money, but is there that big a difference between what we saw?
Well, yeah, there is. I mean, first of all, they're two different guys. As big and as lengthy and as long as Jeremy Evans is, Nerlens Noel is much longer and
he's pretty
bigger and rangier in terms of size and length and all that kind of stuff. There is a difference. Yeah, I mean, certainly you'd be the two totally different positions. Noel isn't going to get the money he expected. It's just not happening. Nobody has that kind of money now left in the NBA to offer him. So he was expecting a max deal or at least a max offer, and if he did, the Mavericks would have probably matched it. But why would the Mavericks bid against themselves, so to speak?
They're not.
They didn't have to do anything until somebody made him an offer. Well, you're running out of time here if you're Nerlens Noel, his agent, and the Mavericks. Yep. Where you're just kind of like, hey, we would like to stay here, we would like to play here, but we want a little bit more money. Well, the Mavericks have no reason to offer him that kind of money right now.
No, and as excited as we have been for that, there's a reason that these teams have not plucked him up so far.
Right.
And there's a reason we were able to get him. I remember when we got him, we were like, huh?
Well, I also think it wasn't a position that was a big position of need in the offseason for a lot of teams. Nobody was really looking for a big man, and that's usually how the off seasons go. You're going to see guys that are teams that have a position of need, and you'll see a lot of guys that are, two guards or whatever that are free agents, get plucked out really quick. But this year wasn't an off season or a free agency period for the big man, and therefore Nerlens didn't really have a huge market. And I think his agent might have sold him a bill of goods. We're going to get max deals, we're going to get max offers, and we're going to have plenty of people interested, and he hadn't had any. So the Mavericks have no reason to, again, bid against themselves.
I got a big announcement to make.
8-5 is our score here early. What is
live on the air? I'm going to announce that the ePlay 1.2 update, actually 1.0.5 to be exact,
happening?
Is on the Apple iTunes Store. And man, this is real exciting. We've got what we call the e-scorebook, and it will replace the paper scorebook forever. I mean, this is a big deal. So everybody that's got Apple iOS, once you go to the App Store and type in ePlay Basketball and download the app if you haven't already, or do the update, and start playing around with that score. Let's say you're the scorekeeper for your high school or your junior high or your school, get on board. The price is right. Free. Free.
I'm actually updating it right now.
There you go. That's exciting. I know props to Andrew Hemmings and Chris and his team that have been working hard on this update. And I know Ryan has been staying up late at night working with the team to get some of these updates in, and we're excited about it. So check it out.
10-7 is our score here as we've played about 5.5 minutes of this first half. Skinz League basketball here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
I like the way you say that.
Do you?
Yeah, a little bit of drawl there. Little bit.
I mean, hey.
By the way, the black team in black is Toon Squad. I'm going to say that's from Space Jam. And the other team has already played a game. I know when we came in they were playing. So not sure the name of that one. I see Oklahoma. I see the artist formerly known as Squiggly. And we'll get a name here in just a little bit. We do have Toon Squad, though.
There's a drive and a kick. Ball ends up on the right wing now, and he'll fire a three. Left it a little bit short. Toon Squad with the rebound, and almost a steal from behind. Timeout coming in just a moment.
I think we're all fighting for the internet here. It's a lovely profile picture you have there, Jamie. I like that.
Well, it'll be there in just a second. It's still rolling. (16-10) is our score here. Toon Squad with the basketball, shooting to the basket at our broadcast left. Well, there's a good defense and a steal. Boy, look at the explosion. Blows past the defender on a 2-on-1 and lays it up and in with the right hand. 4-point advantage now for Toon Squad.
That play you just saw there, I can do that. It's you. Here's how you do it. You do
on a video game.
Yeah,
I was going to say on a video game. Just inside the arc with a three, and he buried it. Well, that one almost brought rain. The high arching shot from that corner. Along the right block, the big man turns over that left shoulder with a hook shot, no good. And the rebound, battled for, ends up into the hands of Toon Squad. And they'll bring it into the front court through the jump circle, and he's bodied and fouled. Now, explain to me as I open this app here, the new version of this is called what now?
We call it the e-scorebook. We're trying to make it extremely easy.
And where do if I'm walking people through the app?
Well, first of all, and I probably should have Dr. Gerardo explain some of this, but I'm gonna give it my best. Basically now, if you'll tap the upper left menu, some people call it the hamburger menu, and then you're going to enable contractor mode because you you're an official contractor for ePlay, which means you would be a ref. Or
Launch e-scorebook.
There you go, right there.
New game.
How cool is that?
Look at that.
Empty,
how easy is that?
Ready for that to put in. So if the teams had taken a moment to do this, we'd have all the information we needed.
And I could call them by their names.
Yeah.
And their mother and father would.
Yeah. Well, not that far, but yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying they would be pleased to know that their son
is their mother or father. Sorry.
No, I don't. That's not. Why would you assume that?
Well, I mean, I've been around.
Is that the idea that I've given you in our time together that I talk about people's parents?
I've watched CNN with you, so I know.
We've never watched CNN.
Okay.
It's fake news.
That's true. No, but I mean, I've watched the Cowboy game with you, and I know that you get ancestry involved if necessary. You know.
Hey, watch the Cowboy game together. Which Cowboy game? Did we do that?
I just made that up. It sounded better for the
I'm
ready to tonight on the drive home. We may stop and watch the game. See, I watch
They do play
preseason.
tonight. I do too. I do too, and I don't have DVR
That is
anymore,
not-
so I can't record it. So I'm a little disappointed
I will have it on the NFL
that I chose
ticket.
to.
NFL Game Pass. I will have it on.
You have it on your phone?
Oh yeah, we'll be able to watch it.
Elitist?
Unless they block it out. They may block it out. I don't know how that works.
Not in Oakland, no, because we're out of market.
We're out of market. We can watch it.
Well, I don't know.
We'll find out.
Is it if it's national? Yeah, it's locally broadcast.
So I would think you could see it in OKC, but we'll find out. Like I said, it was.
It says Toon Squad on their jerseys. We're gonna go with what they said. Sixth man. Six man.
Okay, Jamie, I am. Six man. Okay, I'm full of. Don't say that I'm full of it. I'm full of announcements. On the heels of the new update for ePlay, I'm also going to announce the new apparel store. Speaking of crazy, wacky jerseys, this situation could easily be remedied if they go to Big City Sportswear. Our buddies up in, I think they're in the Pittsburgh area.
But they go to that through us.
Yes, and we have our very own store. Check it out. Right here. You can get all your ePlay wear right here. And so they can order their own jerseys that match and that actually have the team name. So what teams do we have playing here, Jamie?
Reno, the team in the white jerseys, shooting the basket at our broadcast, right? And what we've now found out is sixth man. Not Toon Squad. Sixth man.
That's kind of hard to say.
But sixth man's been on top here. Their big lead right now is 11, 23-12. And they'll get the rebound and push it the other direction again. Six man with the basketball, shooting to the basket at our broadcast left into the front court. There's a reach-in foul. So six man with the basketball. Boy, it's close to a travel. There's a three from the left wing, no good. And the rebound, Reno almost lost it. Gathered, throws it up in the front court. 2-on-2. Nice spin inside, left the finger roll short. That's knocked out of bounds by Reno. It'll go right back to six man on top here, 23-12. 9 minutes to go for the first half. 2 20-minute halves. Six man with a three, no good. Long rebound and push up ahead. And Reno with a big man running the floor. Nice hands, gathers and gets the bucket on the left side of the lane.
Nice touch.
Not bad. Guys like that, guys like us, he and I.
Big country.
Big guys. We don't run really fast. We got great hands, good touch around the basket. We do the dirty work. Kind of a herky-jerky start for both these teams. It's a 9-point advantage here for six man. They have the basketball right now. They're going to kind of regroup and regather. Over on the right side of the floor, a drive. And they'll back it out now to the right of the jump circle. Loses his footing, almost lost the basketball now. A good look, finds a cutter, and he goes in and lays it up and in easily with the right hand. Boy, it was kind of nonchalant defensively there for Reno. Big country along the right block is bodied and fouled.
So have you come up with any connection between sixth man and Toon Squad?
Not one bit.
I appreciate your honesty.
Maybe they all had that shirt. There's a drive, and that's a big bucket there for Reno. They'll get the bucket and the foul. Chance here to cash in on the old-fashioned three-point play. So he'll complete the three-point play, and it's an 8-point advantage for sixth man. They'll pressure defense here in the backcourt. Able to get it into the front court. Reno kind of forcing the issue here defensively, sixth man. Little stutter step. And one dribble, steps back, fires and leaves it short. And one and done that trip. Reno with the rebound. They'll go the other direction. Throwing it up, feeling contact. Gets it to go and a foul. So back-to-back three-point play opportunity here for Reno as they try to get right back into this one and can knock down a foul shot and get this thing to within 5. They've trailed by double digits for much of this first half.
Jamie, I want to take a moment and brag on you just a little bit.
Please do. I need all of it that I can get.
Consummate
it's been
pro.
a tough time.
You show up. You do such a great job. You don't have a full roster in front of you. Sometimes you don't even have the team names.
Don't even need it.
And yet you make it sound exciting and fun and colorful.
Thank you.
And you're good at what you do. So we're happy to have you with us.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you do have my address for that.
Why
check,
is
right?
your fingers crossed?
What?
Why were your fingers crossed when you said that?
Hey, there's really good action on the court.
Reno with a steal after missing the foul shot, and the
Boom, shakalaka. Boom goes the dynamite.
you remember Boom Shakalaka from
I do.
NBA Jam?
NBA Jam, that's right.
4-point game after the run-out dunk, 27-23. Six man with a 4-point lead, and they're all out of sorts right now as Reno has put together some pressure defense and have forced six man into some bad shots. There's another one. They get the rebound up ahead. They go 3-on-3 now. A drive, dumps it off inside, left of the lane, cross-court pass. Drives, up with a left hand. No good, offensive rebound. Nobody put a body on the trailer. His shot no good. Another attempt no good. Another attempt no good, but a foul. Boy, active around the basket right now with the hands is Reno, as they got off to a really slow, sluggish start offensively. Didn't really look engaged and have made a nice little run here. And timeout on the floor, 27-23, 4-point game now. As six man on top, but a chance in just a moment after this timeout for Reno to continue their push with 4.5 minutes to go in his first half. Jamie Horton, Charles Gaines, Ryan Gerardo, or you ever
Gerardo.
Yeah, Gerardo. Gerardo.
I used to use my Siri on my phone, and I'd say, call Ryan. He'd say, call Ryan, hear our thoughts.
Is that what they would say?
What
Hear our thought? Yeah.
How did that, where did
I
that
don't
come
know
from?
what Siri is doing most of the time.
Now, my wife has changed to the British voice, and that's a trip because it responds some way. It'll say, call your mom.
Yeah.
That always gives me a rise.
And it's a male British voice, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So he sounds
my
all-
wife, I think,
All cheeky and
thinks
like
it's
Gordon
like,
Ramsay.
Right. She's pretty sure that's who it is. I don't.
Boy, is it as profane as Gordon Ramsay?
It does bleep out sometimes, as a matter of fact. I was wondering about that. I was going to ask you if we were starting to push that 3 seconds. He was camped out down there. Big man was there for a little while.
Oh, boy.
I don't think he even got. That looked more like me.
Ew, an air ball and a foul shot.
He's got a big grin, and the guys are giving him a hard time about that one. Oh. Maybe the timeout threw him off his groove there for a minute. Now make sure
Left
he's
the
got to get it
second
there.
one short, too. But yeah, big guys, free throws just aren't really our game. It's a strong move right there, and he can't get it to go. A lot of contact. He was looking for a foul. And a run out and a score. With a right-hand finish the other way goes six man. And that's a 4-point swing, so a chance to get that thing to 2 is now a 6-point advantage. Boy, and there's an and one opportunity for Reno. Boy, a lot of dribbling, a nice little display right there. And good finish.
Some sweet moves there. One of the other teammates, the other team took issue with the. I think they'd had seen enough of that.
So it was a 6-point advantage a moment ago. Foul shot here. Cuts that deficit directly in half, and he left it short. Boy, the art of the free throw in today's game is just not worked on like it used to. Like it used to be. You really can go back to that last game. Jumpman lost by 4 points, and I don't know how many foul shots they missed in that game, but a lot of them at critical times. Well, that's a good move right there down on that right block along the baseline. And a bucket turning over that left shoulder and getting it off the glass. 31-25, 6-point advantage for six-man, but there's an offensive rebound. Putback attempt, no good. And the rebound to six-man. He's tied up and fouled in the backcourt.
I think number 7 for Rio made his mind up that he was going to try to draw a foul. And
was that in silent?
Pretty much.
Reno?
Yes.
So Rio.
Rio? Reno.
It's Reno.
That's like what I say.
You want me to tell you?
No. Make me feel good.
It sounded. Oh my goodness.
Did he call that? I think he did.
You call that? He didn't hear me. He didn't hear me.
It's always good when the play-by-play announcer can heckle the fans. This is Spike Lee and Charles Gaines here. On the
that
call.
was fun, by the way. I watched that.
Was it good?
30 for 30 is called Miller time or winning time. That was a
sweet.
3 straight away. That'll get him back into the game a little bit more. So it was a 9-point advantage, now down to 6 for sixth man. 34-28 with 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
Reno
with an N.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but
as in Nevada.
Right, as in Nevada or Nevada or Nevada.
Oh, gosh. Can't take you anywhere.
Or
there it is again.
Johnny Reno without the G. For you Tombstone fans, 37-28. 9-point advantage, drive, and boy, he's had a nice first half
really
for Reno.
has, yeah.
He's been the offense for the most part, especially here down the stretch of this first half. Down under 90 seconds to play for the first half. 7-point advantage for six-man, 37-30. A kick in the corner, and a 3 is left short. Reno, a chance here to finish this half strong. Across the timeline, over on the right side of the floor, a drive, spins inside, and an offensive foul.
Did they get him for the pivot or for a charge?
They got him for an offensive foul. He extended the arm just a little bit. He tried to spin back away from the defender.
So subjective. It really is so subjective, and
it really
I see it in the NBA.
The
all
offensive
the time.
foul it's a bang play. But he didn't argue. I think he felt like he might have stuck the arm out there a little bit. 30 seconds to go. 37-30 is our score. 7-point lead for six-man here in this first half. Lose the basketball and hustles down to get it. 2 guys on the floor, and Reno comes away with it. No numbers, but a drive and a flush with a left hand along the baseline. Well, he has been the catalyst offensively for Reno. And there's a turnover. 6 seconds on the clock, 4 seconds on the clock, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that's it.
Six-man didn't want any more of that. They ended that half with the tail between their legs, and you got to hand it to the man there. He took control of it, and that was a signature play that sent a message.
Well, that's an exclamation point on what was a really good first half for him. His team trailing by 5, but he kept them in at 37-32, six-man on top. Jamie Horton, Charles C.W. Gaines, Olu, and Ryan and Gerardo with you. First half in the books, 37-32. Second half is just around the corner. Stay tuned. Will you bring me some paper towels? That works? Yeah, that's a really good look for you right there with that. I need just towels of any kind. I'll smile for my wife. Hey, Lou, big smile. Paper towels? Yeah, just a bunch of them. Hand towels, paper towels.
plays, Rev. But wait, could you send me the login info for the ePlay Instagram? Could you send me the login info for the ePlay Instagram? Yeah. No, ePlay. Instagram, yeah. Yeah, for ePlay. Because I have this for Plays right now.
(37-32), second half about set to get underway. Six-man and Reno. Six-man with a 5-point lead. Reno with the basketball, shooting to the basket at our broadcast left, and they're dumped down inside, and a left-handed finish attempt right there, and with a soft touch almost got it to roll, and an offensive rebound, and Reno loses it out of bounds. Skinz League basketball. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Six-man in possession, shooting to the basket at our broadcast right this half. On top here by 5. There's a spin back to the right and a foul line jumper left short.
Got a good picture of us here at our booth, courtside, put out on social media. Lots of E's in this picture.
Tag me, or whatever.
That's why you're not the social media director.
I've gotten better with social media, by the way. I mean, I really have. It's
You know, once you stop cursing people out, I think it started working for you better.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not.
I don't think I ever use profanity. Not once, ever. Even if there's a fire.
Jamie, when you use several words and then just insert asterisks and question marks, that's the same as cursing.
Only if you allow it to be.
Only if you allow it to
That's
be.
exactly right. It's just like when somebody says, that guy hurt my feelings. No. You allowed that person to hurt your feelings.
Okay, that's...
Have you never been to a psychiatrist?
That sounds like...
I've been to so many.
That's not a... Just
for research, though. I was writing a book at one time.
I'm sorry that your feelings are hurt.
Well, he's on fire. He's got it stuck on automatic right now. That's 7 points out of the gates here. 7-0 to start this second half. And Reno on top here by a bucket, 39-37.
We're going Reno man. That's what I'm going with. He is Reno man.
How about Reno man?
Reno
like,
man? Let's see how
like
many
Encino man?
weird
Reno man.
movies references we can shoehorn in. Oh, goodness.
Johnny Reno.
Johnny Reno. Yeah, that's good. Sure there's more where that came from. Oh.
That's a bad shot right there, especially early in the shot clock and possession. Boy, a Euro step gets around his man, and a la James Harden finishes with a left hand, too. And it's a 4-point advantage here for Reno as out of the gates here in this second half. It's an 11-2 run. in 2 minutes and 47 seconds, and they're on top. Their largest lead here of the game is now 43-39.
Jamie, I mentioned earlier that it is football time, and you know that football is my favorite sport. And I'm counting the days until E-Play is doing football.
Won't be long.
But I'm going to make my Cowboy random cross-reference by talking about my man Rico Gathers. I don't know if you had a chance to catch him the other night.
No. Hold on now. I think I've been talking about Rico for a long time.
No. I was the chairman of the Rico bandwagon.
No. I'm going to go ahead and take the wheel on that one.
Just because you got a Rico Gathers tattoo on your right cheek does
I got a lot riding on him.
Make you president of his fan club.
He's the only thing about Baylor that I've ever liked.
The great Tom Lander used to say preseason was about seeing flashes, and I've seen about 20 flashes from Rico Gathers. I got on
board,
started, my friend.
Right, I got on board with him last year, and I'm surprised that he didn't get picked up. When the Cowboys essentially moved him over to the practice squad, because he is a hybrid guy. He's another one of those basketball player that can, go up and catch a football athletes. But his hands, his measurables are insane, and that was the first thing I noticed that jumped out at me last year when he was a part of the organization, was his hands.
Do you remember watching back in the day Kellen Winslow?
Oh, of course.
Who was a beast, and he was just
Kellen Winslow. I didn't get to watch him, but I've seen, that's
the play that he made in the I can't remember if it was the Cardinal game or the second game, where the pass was underthrown and he reached down with those ginormous mitts, pulled it before it hit the ground, got hit. Well, no, he fell down, and everybody else thought the play was over. He got up and kept running and just rumbled for another 10 yards. I thought, wow. And I also want to see him on the Cowboys pickup basketball game, by the way.
Yeah, the thing with Rico is he's a supreme athlete with huge hands. He can catch the football. And I've been telling people on my podcast, I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Yes, you can. Go for it. We just almost lost our life right there. And we almost lost your $5,000 camera system.
Yeah, well, luckily we got an insurance policy to our left.
I got that one. I sure hope you don't have to.
I crossed my fingers when I said that. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, Rico's
my guy.
He's going to be in the Ring of Honor.
I've been saying that Rico Gathers was the heir apparent to Jason Witten, and that guys like Jeff Swaim should not be getting near as much run.
I hear that's become a bit of a punchline in training camp.
The thing is, look, Linehan's kind of an old school guy, all right? And Linehan was kind of forced to change his hand when he was in places like Detroit, and you had a Matt Stafford and a Charles Johnson, or Megatron, if you will,
you got it.
That's his name, right?
Keep going.
Megatron.
The Megatron.
Where you had to throw the deep ball all the time. Didn't have a running game, but he wanted to run the football, but you just really couldn't. So your offense was built around spreading you out and going deep and trying to throw for 400 yards and a few touchdowns a game. He likes the blocking tight ends, the guys that are the old school types. Jason Witten is a throwback. He blocks, he does everything that you want a tight end to do, and he makes catches, and he's, going to be the all-time receptions leader before it's, said and done for the Dallas Cowboys. But in terms of today's NFL and the way the game has changed, I mean, you look at a guy like Gronk. Gronk is a weapon because of his ability to catch the football and score and make plays that way. And that's exactly what Rico Gathers will do.
That's what the Cowboys, when they drafted Martellus Bennett, and every team that he's gone to sees in him. It's that same prototype.
Same kind of thing.
Now, I'm hoping that Gathers is Bennett without the knucklehead brain.
I think he's better. I think he's a better athlete. And he's got his ability to go to the point of the ball and just reach up and catch it. The touchdown passes he's caught in the preseason thus far have been point of attack footballs where he's had defenders on him, and all you got to do is just throw it a little bit taller than a defender and let him go and grab it, and that's exactly what he's done.
I mean, that's scary. If he understands the potential that he has, and you've got that kind of weapon,
I think he does, and that's the thing.
With that offensive line and the threat of the receiving core and Zeke, I mean, who do you cover? Who are you going to cover? That's
and
insane.
We won't get a chance to see Ryan Switzer yet, but he's another guy that I'm excited about. I think him playing in a slot with Cole Beasley, opposite Cole Beasley. Oh, in and out on the three, no good. 7-point lead here for Reno as they've come out on fire here in this second half.
My last thing about the Cowboys, and I'll let them go. I am a Linehan man. I got to hand it to him. I like the way he's called this offense, especially after getting the reins from Garrett into Linehan has been huge.
The only thing,
but I can't understand for the life of me what he sees.
And Kellen Moore,
I don't get it.
I don't either.
I watch it and I watch it, and what would your man Randy Galloway say?
KP.
Watch
the damn game.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll say KP, which is can't play.
But I don't know if it's just he shines in practice, but I don't get it. And you look at Rush, just in what little glimpses you talk about flashes. Now he's got a ways to go, but the guy.
Well, he's been efficient and he's been good. He's in the conversation. He's got to be. He's played his way into the conversation.
If you let him go to the practice squad, he's gone. I think
he needs. But I've said this. He's a long shot. Unless you're planning on keeping 3 quarterbacks, which they did last year. I don't see how you can. He's going to have 5 really good preseason games.
I think,
but he's in the conversation right now.
What does Kellen Moore give you 2 years from now?
Nothing.
What does he give you this year?
Nothing.
So why have him use a roster spot? Keep McCown, and then groom Rush. That's my 2 cents. Take it to the bank.
You don't want to know what I think. 53-44, a 9-point lead here for Reno as they continue to kind of force the issue here, and they've come out guns blazing here in this second half. Outscoring 6-man by 14, now 16 with a little mini hook shot inside. It's 55-44, an 11-point lead here for Reno, and they have erased an 11-point first half deficit.
What was that?
And have outscored 6-man by 22. Now a lob and a throwdown.
Reno man. Effortlessly as he jogs back and says, yeah, I'm bad. I'm a bad man.
57-44, 13-point lead for Reno with 10:54 to go in this game. A timeout on the floor as 6-man. Needing a 6-man right now to try and stem the tide just a little bit, but this one teetering on getting out of hand if you're 6-man.
Well, I have a feeling we're going to interview Reno man and find out he was on the Celtics or something, and we're not recognizing him.
Well, we'll find out probably because he's already our early player of the game.
It's kind of fun to find out who they are at the end of the game. And by the way, what's your name?
What's your name? Where are you from? I'm Jeremy
Which, by
Evans.
the way,
that makes sense.
A thing of the past with E-Play. Tell me about E-Play, Jamie. You don't know. It's been changing too fast.
E-Play was created with a state-of-the-art competition algorithm, which essentially allows players in the basketball arena to create a career and track their career throughout their entire career. Up to the minute, up to the date, stats and information, including highlights, etc., is all at the touch of a button, right at your fingertips.
And how much
your
does
career,
all of this count? How much does it cost?
It's absolutely free. It is. It costs you nothing but a little bit of sweat equity to go out there and make your mark, figure out how to generate one of the top e-scores in the country. Big news coming up. Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful.
Reno is pouring it on right now. They're on top by 16 after the right wing 3. There's a drive and a block from behind. He gathers out of bounds along the baseline. Another turnover, and Reno with a chance to add to their 16-point advantage. They've scored 28 points here in the first 10 minutes. A deep 3, and that one's off the right side. No good. An offensive rebound putback attempt, a little too strong. But this is a 28-7 second half run for Reno. They were on top 37-32 at halftime.
Here we go.
Another lob and another ridiculous throwdown for Reno man.
That is going to make Players Rev Television.
A 3 the other direction to stem the tide just a little bit. It's 62-47, a 15-point lead for Reno. In the right corner, trying to answer right back with a 3 of their own, no good. And there's an offensive rebound, that put back no good. He'll get back his own miss, gather, and lay it up and in. Boy, I tell you, the intensity from six-man no longer there. They almost seem resigned to the fact that this game's already over with. They'll get a bucket there, and it gets back down to 15 here.
I tell you, after the second or third alley-oop like that, it's kind of hard to keep it going.
I tell you, though, my coach has always said it's just 2 points. It's only 2 points. You got to keep playing.
Is that what he said when he looked at the end of your career?
No.
Oh, I misunderstood.
No, he never told me to keep playing.
I just thought he said he looked at your record and said only 2 points.
No, I scored more than 2 points.
Oh, my goodness.
Big man running the floor, leaves it with a dump off inside.
Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, fumbling. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that guy played center since he was in 4th grade.
Potentially. I don't know, could have had a late growth spurt. Could have been one of those guys that
did ballet first and then had a spurt.
I'm gonna go ahead and unequivocally say
easy
that
for you to say
that ballet was not in his repertoire.
Herschel Walker did it.
Did that look like anything that you ever saw from Herschel Walker?
I'm
No.
going to say no.
Still plenty of time here. It's a 15-point game, and the first foul shot back rim no good for Reno. They're on top here by 15. 7:50 to play for the ball game. Second shot is good. 65-49, 16-point advantage.
All the scoreboards say they're in the first period, but I don't believe them.
A deep 3 straight away, no good. And the rebound to Reno. One-on-one the other direction. A drive and a left-handed finish is good. Largest lead of the game here. 18-point advantage, 67-49 with 7:20 left to go in this one. A drive and a kick. Now over on the right wing, a 3, and that one is
nice.
buried.
Good ball movement.
Good ball movement, line drive. Knocked home. And the lead down to 15, trying to answer back with a 3 of his own and leaving it short from the right wing. Reno, no good. One and done that trip. And a transition 3 pull up, front rim. That one goes out of bounds on the rebound. Back to Reno we go. A little hesitation. Dribble gets around his man and goes to the cup and lays it in right in the lane. It's a good move right there, but not very good defense at all. And there's a steal. 2-on-2, a drive, a kick. Now back out it goes in the left corner. He'll drive around his man. Little scoop with a nice feed underneath. And lays it up and in. 19-point lead. 71-52. A 3 in transition from the left wing. No good. The long rebound. Saved in bounds. Up ahead they go, and they'll fire a 3. Left short. Offensive rebound, but he stepped along the baseline out of bounds.
Jamie, I was going to ask you.
Six-man looks like they're ready to get out of here.
Yeah, I was wondering if we're going to see our first 80 points, but I don't know. It depends.
Oh, we'll get to 80.
Without a problem?
Yeah, they're going to get to 80.
You know, they've been jacking up 3-pointers. They've missed the last 3 or 4 they put up.
17-point lead after the made bucket.
Got to think about this one for a while.
And there's a 3 for
Thought about it too long.
Reno. No good. Long rebound, though, chased down by Reno. A right wing 3, and that one is no good. Too strong back rim. Long rebound comes down in the hands of six-man. And into the front
you
court
sure about
they
that
go.
80 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still plenty of time.
All right. I'm not saying that we're going to wager on the air. I was just saying if we were to consider putting something on it, what would it be?
I mean, I don't have any money to give you if I lose.
Well, I'll tell you what. If six-man's not going to play defense at all, I'm not going to put anything down.
I got $2. Is that worth anything to you?
5 minutes left in the game. You got any of those Chick-fil-A coupons still?
We used them all.
Dang it. Chick-fil-A. Note to self.
Amazing place.
I was amazed to know that you'd never been there. That's crazy.
I don't know if that's true. There's just not one close by my house. That's the thing. There's a nice drive right to left through the lane on the left side of the floor. Gets it to go off the glass, 73-56, now 75-56 with 4:20 left to go in the game.
I
19 points
think he
equals the
shot
largest
that one
lead.
from Norman.
Now 77, and that's a 21-point advantage here for Reno with 4 minutes to play. Into the front court, goes cross court. Man flies by, he'll fire a three, and he buried it. 18-point lead here for Reno. A drive, a left-handed scoop shot, no good, but he's fouled. He's got a chance here at 2 from the charity stripe.
See, if we'd have looked at the coach had the right attire on. It says six-man basketball on his shirt, so what do we know?
We don't.
We know Reno.
Missed in the first of 2 foul shots. That one rims out. Less than a month away from the start of the 2017 NFL season. College football right around the corner, too. Trying to get an injury timeout, couldn't get one, and he traveled with the basketball. Well, this game has gotten weird, and it's almost kind of slowed down. 6-man, again, just trying to burn clock and get out of here. And there you go, 79-59, 20-point advantage after the little right-handed finger roll. So Reno has outscored 6-man by 31 points. Now 28 points after that triple. Since about the 7 or 8 minute mark of the first half. Trying to answer with a 3, left it short, gets his own rebound. Drives left baseline, 81 points on the board.
See, you should have listened to me. I told you we were going to get to 80.
Into the front court, 6-man, chunks up another 3, and he knocked it home. Weird looking shot right there, but he's been effective with it.
I think somebody just got to HORS.
Now it's time for the knockout blow. 1:45 left to go in this ball game. Step back 3, left well short.
This reminds me of the Mavericks of the late 80s. Really, oh! Claims he was hammered on that one.
It looked like he did get a little contact right there. The refs, I think, are trying to get this thing over with, too. And now a long 3 the other direction, no good. He'll try it again and knock this one down.
Thank you.
Long rebound after the long 3 ball.
Ford's going to keep firing away until he hits that shot.
Well, he hit one a moment ago.
Like I said,
We might get to 90.
that's what I said.
Driving to finish, 34 seconds left, trying to get to 90. It's 72, 87-72.
Okay, here we go.
He'll fire up the 3, 90.
Wow. Always listen to the J-Man.
I should have said 90.
I know
should have said we'll get to 90.
Yeah, see, that's very nice.
It's all fun and games now.
Yep.
Uh-oh, trying to run up the score a little bit here. That 3 no good, 9 seconds left. And this one's over. 90-72, our final score.
our player of the game, number 2. Reno Man, as we like to call him. We'll find out his true identity if we can get a hold of him here in just a second. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Why don't we start by giving us your name?
Marvin White.
Marvin, great game. We had fun watching you. Thank you so much for a pleasure to watch you. Tell us a little bit about how you felt tonight, and you were lighting it up.
I felt pretty good tonight. Just once I found my groove, I just knew it was going to be a long night for them. So it was just matter of time of me getting into the groove.
That's awesome. Now, have you been playing with this team for some time?
I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort Worth, me too.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
Zion Prep Academy.
No, right where that is. That's excellent. We're both Fort Worth boys. So
Yeah. Before that, I was at Pascal, RL Pascal.
I graduated from Pascal.
Okay, this is
Really?
going to be a love fest here.
Class of 01, man.
Really, that's crazy because one of my friends that we played earlier, he went to Pascal too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he graduated. I want to say 03, 04.
Yeah, we didn't have much of a program back then.
Yeah,
No.
it was pretty cool.
That's
But
awesome.
I'm only been here for like 2 years. I went to Southwest Christian University,
Oh, yeah.
and this is like my first year playing with these guys.
Well, you were smooth as silk out there today. It was excellent. We're looking forward to seeing some more of you. Jamie, I know that you were oohing and ahhing over some of the plays. Was there something that really stood out to you?
Well, it really kind of started was you guys trailed by 11. You didn't really have much going offensively other than you keeping them in the game in that first half. And then you guys were able to close the gap, get it to within 5, and then obviously what you did there in the first part of the second half. Kind of talk about how y'all were able to stem the tide there and turn your defense into offense.
I feel like it was just a matter of time of us just focusing in and knowing what we got to do. Just not allowing them to get to the bucket, not allowing them to get open shots, and just get out into the open court and just play.
What do you feel like is the best part of your game? You were doing a little bit of everything here today. Is there a certain part of your game that is your go-to?
Getting to the rim.
Yeah, definitely slap.
I was going to ask, because coaches always tell you no matter what it is, it's still 2 points, right?
Yeah.
But it seemed to kind of change the momentum when you were able to kind of get some highlight reel dunks in this game and sort of, I don't know, kind of take the edge off of six-man.
Yeah.
How much, even though it's just 2 points, how much do you think that actually hurts the morale of a basketball team?
I think it hurts. It's more of it gives your team more energy, and it makes them, want to go harder the next play to try to get another, try to free somebody else up for a play, a layup, or try to get the same person to dunk again. Or I think it allows, it just gives your team a lot of energy, and it sucks the energy out of the other team when it keep happening over and over and over again.
Well, congratulations on the victory. Congratulations on being our player of the game. We got a T-shirt for you.
Thank you.
Check out the ePlay app. It's where you can go on the iTunes or the Google Play Store. Download the ePlay app, and you can begin your career with us right there.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Get ePlay.
Pleasure, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Player of the game. That was great.
So a big victory there for Reno as they come back from 11 down in the first half and win that one by 18. So they outscore their opponent by my math, Charles, that's 29-point swing.
I'm never going to question the math
In about 27 minutes.
of the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It just took the heart and soul out of six-man. You could just see it happen, as you said.
Well, stick around. There's more basketball to come. Skinz League basketball all afternoon in Oklahoma City right here on Players Revolution Sports.
Hoping I can have some time so we got like the